And hey folks, GC Hero here, coming at you with some more content. Went 15-0 with an Unchained deck, so kind of wanted to show the profile off. And let's go. So here's the deck I've been using. Pretty standard ratios on the Unchained cards. Play 3 of each twin. They all share an ability when they're destroyed. They also have their own unique ability, of course. So let's get into it with the Unchained cards first. So for instance, Ahara here will let you destroy a card on your field from the special summon itself from the hand. Rakia will quick effect destroy one card you can control. And then Samara lets you take a card from an Unchained card from your graveyard, set it, and then destroy. So that's definitely destroy a card in your field, which is usually another one of the chains, but you can also destroy the spells or traps because they also share the destruction effect that allows them to be summoned. So then we have the level 8 Unchained cards. Soul Disaster, typically you'll be using this to summon Soul Rage on turn 1, but also Soul Disaster lets you target a card on your opponent's field and link up to it for one dark monster. If it's destroyed by effect, you can target one Unchained monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Abominable Unchained Soul has a cool effect. When he's summoned, any special summon, you can go ahead and discard one card from. So if a card's destroyed, you can special summon itself, for instance, already. So it's big destruction, whether it be your effect or your opponent's. So you can actually summon on your opponent's turn, and then you can summon him, discard one card, and then pop any card on the field. Also, other than if he can only be summoned once per turn, that's very critical. Special summon once per turn, so you can't special one from him. If one of your others gets destroyed, you wouldn't be able to special summon the other one. That's a hard lock on that. He can summon himself in the graveyard if he's destroyed on the end phase. But of course, that can occur the turn he's summoned. So if you summon him and he's popped, he won't. Especially if you special summon him, that is, he's popped, he won't come back. And the second time when he comes back, he leaves the field again, he'll be shuffled to the bottom of the deck. And then Abominable Impression lets you search any Unchained card. Very good card. Also, when it's destroyed, it lets you search out an Unchained card. Usually you want to use its effect to find some other cards, like a trap or something to destroy. But when worst comes to worst, it's there. Escape lets you target one Unchained monster you control, one card on the field, destroy both. So you can end up getting a lot of advantage. You can play this, pop one of these, summon this from the deck, using this card's effect. So you destroy, and then discard a card after summoning that and pop it. So you have a lot of kind of recurring ability there. And then Abominable Changer lets you special summon an Unchained monster from the graveyard. So very, very good effects. There also, of course, like everything, like the twins and the other traps and spell, allows you to go ahead and, if it's destroyed, summon an Unchained monster from your deck. Extra deck we're running here, we'll actually continue. We just our hand traps, Maxi, Ash Blossom, Call by the Grave, you know, standard stuff. Infinite Impermanence. Another nice thing about this deck is the hand traps you're running are very standard, so it doesn't feel too bad to craft these if you need them. But these could be any kind of control interrupts. Tree Tributes, fantastic in this deck. Again, your monsters enjoy being destroyed, can often come back or generate other cards while blowing out your opponents. Feather Duster, monster weapons are great extenders, Duster's just good. Avarice, experimented with this, kept drawing one. I didn't want to, but this could be really nice. As you're constantly destroying your monsters, you can eventually get them back. Dark Spirits from the Banishment, I've been trying 2 or 1 of this. You're kind of playing with these, sometimes 2 of this, sometimes 1 of that, or 2 of these, 1 of that. So that's very flexible, you don't really need them anyway, they're just really nice. Read's pretty simple, if your opponent monster attacks and starts the damage step, you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard, then target one level 8 fiend monster, spoiler alert, all your monsters are fiends, in your graveyard, special summon it, but its effects are negated. And if you do, change the attack target to that and perform damage calculation. If a level 8 fiend monster is sent to your graveyard while this card is in your graveyard, you can add this card to your hand. So as you can see, it can reoccur these. It's really nice. But not always the greatest play. Sometimes it might be better as a 1 of or 2 of. Still experimenting with that, but I feel when it works, it's pretty oppressive sometimes. It's pretty awesome. Most of your twins and Dark Spirit of Banishment are level 3s. So Phantom Knights, Break Sword. We use him. It can be any level 3. This is the one I've used. Being dark themed helps. Then usually swing in with him, Donard, into Zeus. Doesn't come up too much, but can be very powerful. Good generic stuff with Cerebus and Nightmare, Cerebus and Phoenix. Play triple Soul of Rage. We play a Unicorn. There's like a 10E, could probably be another Unicorn if I had it. Just didn't feel like crafting it. We play triple Unchained Soul of Anguish and Abomination and Talker. So what this does, on your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can use it to target one special summon monster during the main phase and link up into link 3. One of the big plays is to link up into one dark monster, by the way, which, spoiler, they're all dark. Nightmare Unicorn, and then use Nightmare Unicorn Force to send a card back to the deck. So that's a very big play. You go and you steal one of their cards, then you send another back. It can often be this turn ending, and then you can go and push for more advantage to the backswing. Anguish, the opposing effect to Unchained Soul of Rage. Anguish allows you to steal opponent's monster. Any monster doesn't have to be special summon, but it has to be on your main phase, no longer a quick effect. So one thing you can do is go into Rage, into Anguish, and depending on them, we'll read it. So sometimes you're going to want to go into Unicorn, you need a Beat Stick. It really depends on what you need. But even then, you know, sometimes you go into Disaster, link with one of their cards to it too, use another one of the twins to go into this, take another card. I guess you can link line with your opponent's monsters, very effective. Unchained Abomination's awesome because what he does, he destroys a card. At the end of every turn, he can just destroy any card. That's both players' turn. And when a card is destroyed, other by his effect, you're allowed to pop another card with him. And of course, good old access code Talker. So that's enough talking. Let's check out some gameplay. Alright, game 1 here. We have us versus Plunder Patrol. This will show off some of the deck and also show off like the basic combo, kind of go over it one time. Typically you want Ashuna or Rakia, and then in a trap, and then you use that. I prefer Ashuna because he doesn't use your normal summon, so if you haven't yet, like if you have both of them in your hand, I would start with Ashuna. Just because if they decide to interrupt him, you can then throw normal summon Rakia and pop out as well. I guess in theory you can do it the other way as well. But yeah, you pop the trap, then you summon Sonora, she brings the trap back, pops whatever twin you summoned, they summon Blue Dog, Unchained Soul Disaster, then you summon the bigger Blue Dog on social range, and then there. Pretty straightforward stuff there. You could also end on 2 twins, I've seen people do that. I like doing this, I think this is kind of out. 1800 tax, nowadays, like, people aren't playing Gemini Elf everywhere. And you get a critical time. And you can use this to link summon, and keep in mind those links will be added. So they summon a link too. I was hoping he'd summon Blackbeard here, so I just go into a link 4 and just kind of ruin his life, but he did not. So we go ahead, we snag his creature, Unchained Soul of Anguish. Once we bring something out, we'll take it again. Probably speed it up a bit now. Kind of just want to show the combo. We have 3 Mega Unchained monsters. He hits us with that Max C. Very tragic. So we just go into Soul of Rage and chill here. Don't really want to do too much. Gunner Max C there. And we decided we're just gonna blow up his card. And we'll recur some resources there. We also, if he summons something, can steal it, and we get her. She can grab a trap and destroy the same trap she brought back if you'd like. And we snag this. So another Unchained Soul of Anguish. Our opponent feels helpless, and that is the game 1. Alright, and our next game is versus Phantom Knights. Go in second. So kind of want to show that. Ash Blossom on deck this time. That's just the way of life. Oh well, you know, sometimes you get those days where your opponent has Ash and Maxi in your hand, and then you go first, so I feel like going first is pointless. Anywho, he does his thing. He doesn't full combo here, interestingly enough. I'm not quite sure if he messed it up. But he gets the Rusty in, and yeah, he kinda just stops it there. And he has a second Ash Blossom. You know, just letting us know how he feels. So we try to suicide in to get some things going, but he disagrees with our choice. So as you see, I'm able to set up some interruptions. Kind of sucks, but not the end of the world. And he's just gonna spam the field. That's Rongo. Only 2 mat Rongo, that is. Got him. Now, I probably should have let him summon Bamboo Gossip Shadow as well. I think that would have been correct. To bring out the Gossip Shadow. But it is what it is. Yeah, command him a little bit more resources. Go ahead. This is a quick effect, by the way, is Destruction. So we're able to get rid of that thing. Try to get another Destruction effect. But he does have Forbidden Droplet on the field. So we are stopped in our tracks there. And he will continue to do his thing. For some reason he's compelled to attack my thing that comes back. That summons something back. This won't come back as long as someone's return. I guess the drop was only the last one turn, so we go ahead and do disasters. Open up 3k body can protect us from some damage. Our Rebellion Dragon. Bam. We're still hanging in there. Trap again, so we go ahead. Break Sword. We also have effect like Break Sword. Or cool like that. Go Downard. And go into Sweet Zeus. Everything. It's not affected by card effects, I believe. It's like steal it there, but just smack on him. We still have 2-0. By the way, I probably should have waited for Zeus. I don't want to smack for damage, so I had to. Let me just Break Sword here. Which might have been too soon, but he was gonna pop Zeus anyway. You're kind of forced to do that. But I believe they only play with one Rongo in most decks, so. So we Rongo and X Rebellion Dragon. That's 2 big boss monsters this deck needs. I was a bit afraid. Get rid of the Sea Dragon, I was a bit afraid of a Utopia card. Draco feature. But it might have been better to attack the other card. And there's Bamboozle Gossip Shadow. And he calls it there. My opponent has had enough and does the honorable thing. And that's a solid game too. Alright, let's go into game 3 here. This is for Darklord Despia. They always have the English Blanche. This is another actually kind of like rough start game. These are probably better to show. Anyway, content wise, we're just kind of showing you the ideal play, showing like, hey, this is when things don't go your way, and how to make them go your way. And we like destruction effects. Thanks for getting us back in the game, Chief. Appreciate you. I'll see you out here. Even these are fairies, and this would let him. The field spell, I believe, is what is it? I had to go for the field spell. This is not target, so you could get this, but we had to get the field spell back, so we can't recur resources. So we're just kind of playing around that. Just condemn Darklord, getting some health. Roll my cards. My cards and other cards. Buster's off the draw. Then we go ahead. He's doing this thing. No big beat sticks, kind of like the Circus Light. Maybe I'll mess with this. So I summon that. Pop it. Because I'm going to go into this. Go on to a little bit of that. Do that. Get crazy, but I'm not. Nice, can't be targeted. Pop that. And then all of a sudden the board's looking a lot more in our favor. Dark Spirit of Banishment gets to come back. Downard. Zeus. So, as you can see, Yeah, it's kind of don't synergize too well, but yeah, this to kind of stop a play, doesn't distract need be. Then we have Big Zeus in case things are gonna go down that way as well. This targets unfortunately. You just send everything. Bang. And we're chilling, and that is game 3. Alright. Well, I hope that really kind of showcases what the deck can do and what you're hoping to do. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and all that jazz, and you stay beautiful.